Hello, everyone. This is Demia Avery of the Demia Avery Show. Thank you so much for joining in on today's entertainment report. You know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like and share. Thank you so much for always tuning in for everything entertainment. So, we got just a couple of stories here to tell you about, and there's something special I want to make sure that you guys know about. So, guys, if you see me looking down a whole bunch right now, let me tell you something. I can't find my other mouse. I'm having to use the laptop mouse thing, and it's driving me crazy, but just bear with me. So, the first thing we're going to talk about is something that happened this morning at the Diddy trial. And it has to do with some text messages that were sent to one of the jurors. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys what was said. So it says here that Diddy's trial is on the verge of another jury shakeup due to one of them getting a strange text message that left the judge with concerns concerns this juror is talking about the case outside of court. Sources with direct knowledge tells TMZ, this is where the story comes from, so take it as you will, tells TMZ that the juror alerted the court on Friday about the text message from a phone number he didn't recognize, asking him if he was juror number 6, who'd already been in the news as someone Judge Subramanian might dismiss. Well, he has been dismissed so far. But anyway, going on, it says, we're told this other juror wanted the judge to know about the mystery text. And indeed, Judge Subramanian did have lots of questions for him about the message and the phone number from which it came. Okay, so it goes on to say, our sources say, although the juror said he didn't recognize the phone number, the judge has concerns he might be discussing the trial with people who are not on the jury, which obviously would be a major violation of the judge's instructions. While Judge Subramanian has not sequestered the jury, they get to go home every day. They all been instructed not to discuss the case with anyone or to read any news about it. Monday morning, right after he dismissed juror number 6 over inconsistencies with where he lives, the judge says he would deal with this other juror after Monday's testimony. It goes on to say someone's getting called to the principal's office. And when it's all said and done, there could be a second alternate juror called to decide Diddy's fate. So that's crazy. That's crazy. I wouldn't even chance that. Well, that's if someone is in cahoots with somebody else on the outside. But that's crazy. This trial has been a trip on both sides, on the defense, on the prosecution. It's so much going on. I'm ready. I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready for this thing to be over with. I want them to get out what they're going to get out, and let's move on. And so let's go on to talk about Will Smith. So have you guys forgiven him by now? I want to know. I'm gonna keep my opinions to myself. I mean, I don't know if I've forgiven him for what he did. I haven't, but at the same time, he's a phenomenal actor. I just, go ahead and do your thing. It's a lot of people out here doing all kind of crazy stuff, and doesn't mean I forgive them. But who am I? It's either you're gonna watch them or you're not gonna watch them. So anyway, that's just my opinion. But anyway. It says Will Smith rejected Christopher Nolan's movie Inception because he didn't get the plot. It says Smith explains why he turned down the lead role in Christopher Nolan's multi-layered thriller, but he wasn't the only A-lister to reject it. He says the next time Will Smith gets offered an alternate reality sci-fi thriller, he should seriously considered saying yes. But the actor admitted he turned down The Matrix, which cast Keanu Reeves instead. Yeah, he was crazy for that. Now Smith confirms he also turned down the lead role Christopher Nolan's Inception, which starred Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't think I've ever said it publicly before, but I'm going to say it now because we are opening up to one another. Smith told the radio station Kiss Extra with a fair amount of good humor. Christopher Nolan brought me Inception first, and I didn't get it. I've never said that out loud. Now that I think about it, it's those movies that go into those alternate realities that don't pitch well. But I'm hurt by those too. It hurts too bad to talk about it. That's too funny. So yeah, you missed out on that, bruh. But there'll be others. I wonder, is he affected? How much he's been affected by getting movie roles since that incident with him and Chris Rock. Are you guys still supporting him when something comes out? How do y'all feel about it? But anyway, that's the only couple of things that's out there right now. Of course, there's going to be more Diddy news because that's what's happening right now. But I wanted to make sure that I mentioned to you guys that we're at 500 subscribers. Finally, I am a new YouTuber. I thank you guys so much for subscribing, for joining in, for holding me down. So I'm going to start doing some live streams. And for right now, just starting out because I want to see how they go. I want to do something different. And on Thursdays, because I do a lot of reporting all things entertainment, I don't want it to just be about the celebrity gossip type situation. And sometimes you'll see me do an interview, but I also want to have some fun. And I wanted to do something different than everybody that I see on YouTube. So I wanted to do on Thursdays, just have a fun night where people log in and they log in and we play a game called Kahoot. If you've never played Kahoot, it's like a trivia game. And it is a trivia game. And so we'll have all these different categories. I'm an old school lover, so of course we'll have things like old school music trivia, classic movies, things of that sort, and we'll just have some fun, and maybe I'll give away some memberships and things like that. But it's just something to jog your memory, have a few laughs. The game Cahoots, I think what it does is it allows you, I give you a code, and it allows you all to log on and play the game against each other. And when it'll show at the end of the trivia, it'll show who was in first place, who was in second place, and whatever place that you're in, unless it is whatever. Now, it only goes up to 2,000 people. So when I get to that point, then we'll have to figure out how to make other arrangements, or you could just still play along. You just can't get a score, but you can definitely still play along. But for those of you that have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. It's a great way to just keep me going, keep me motivated, and just keep this channel going. Just have some fun, some good, clean fun. All right, guys. So I will talk to you later. All right. Bye-bye.